Your Excellency, Minister Ramful, we are so delighted at Corporate Council on Africa that Mauritius expressed interest in hosting the next U.S. Africa Business Summit. That's our premier event that brings together thousands of people to focus on U.S. Africa trade, investment, and business. And Corporate Council on Africa is so delighted that you expressed that interest. And I'm very happy that my board decided that Mauritius was the place we would host the summit. So maybe you can share a little bit about why Mauritius is a good place to host this summit, this premier event.
First of all, let me express my gratitude to the Corporate Council on Africa for having trusted Mauritius as the jurisdiction to hold this summit. The reason why I think that Mauritius is the ideal place because we have a well-regulated financial sector, very robust financial sector. We have about more than 450 private equity funds, which represents approximately 9% of the FDI flowing into Africa.
Wow.
Right? And also investors look for a safe haven. Mauritius being a stable economy, both the economy and the political situation is stable in Mauritius. So these are the reasons why I believe Mauritius is the first choice for holding this summit.
Wonderful. So I've had the pleasure of visiting Mauritius on a number of occasions. So besides the fact that you have some of the most beautiful beaches in the world and you're a major tourist destination, I think people also recognize the good governance that has taken place there in Mauritius. Also the fact that you have been successful in diversifying your economy, moving from largely agriculture, I think it was almost all sugar at one point, and now you have so many other sectors you've developed besides the financial services sector as well.
Well, we have been strengthening our traditional sectors that you just mentioned, the agricultural sector, tourism, textile. And now we are also moving into new sectors like the ICT, digitalization, AI, for example. And energy transition is also another important sector for the country.
Wow.
We are talking about renewable energy. There are a lot of opportunities there for investors to come and explore.
Yes. Well, we know that we have members at CCA, over 100 members that are in all the key growth sectors, both in the U.S. and in Africa, including Mauritius. There's energy and green transition that's happening. There's health, financial services, infrastructure. There's so many sectors that are doing well and driving growth between the U.S. and Africa. And so I think people would be very excited to come there and explore not just what Mauritius has to offer, but the fact that you're also a gateway in many ways to the continent. And so, what happens, people come there, there's Indian investment that comes there that's also a gateway in, also many U.S. companies that are there, that's also a gateway into the rest of the continent, the mainland. So we're very excited about what you represent for Africa.
There's one important project which is high on the agenda for African countries. It's the African Continental Free Trade Agreement.
Yes.
And this is where I would make a pledge. I will invite U.S. businesses to come and invest, use Mauritius as a gateway to invest in Africa and try to take advantage of this free trade area.
Right.
And also don't forget that Mauritius is also a member of the SADC community.
Yes.
Right? And so there are so much that can be exploited.
Yes, and so, we have the key sectors, and then I think the summit has also attracted over the years many heads of state from Africa and top officials from the U.S. government. And one of the things that will happen, I think, for 2026, there were key people, for example, the head of the Development Finance Corporation and Exim Bank, the lead there, they were just confirmed last week. So they were not able to come to the 2025 summit that we had in Angola in June. So I believe that the U.S. Africa Business Summit in 2026 will be one of the first opportunities for very high-level people at important agencies throughout the U.S. government. We had a good turnout, but we didn't have the highest level people in June because they had not yet been confirmed. So we're really looking forward to Mauritius being able to be the place where these top officials will come, and we'll have African heads of state, we'll have ministers from probably more than 25 or 30 of the African countries, and most importantly, we'll have the private sector CEOs and senior executives from both the U.S. and African nations, and so we're really excited about that.
Thank you. Well, I'll take this opportunity of, Mauritius is also a tourist destination. So you can, I invite you to come with your families and discover this new place.
Absolutely. Well, we will certainly invite, in fact, let's use this opportunity to invite all the governments to send their highest level delegations to the U.S. Africa Business Summit in 2026, and also to bring their families to enjoy the beautiful sights of Mauritius as well.